I'm not happy with the deck that I'm playing today, but now that I know that it is possible, there's nothing to do except use it. I just have one threat for this deck, and that is the best card in the game right now, Forget-Me-Nuts. And so, hopefully, we will not run into a Forget-Me-Nuts spammer. However, this guy, Russian characters, I'm thinking he could be a prime candidate. However, we have our counter for Forget-Me-Nuts. Trapper Territory. That's the key adjustment I made in this deck, so that I don't get absolutely destroyed by a stupid nut. Unfortunately, or fortunately, they did not play it, so we'll be okay. There's going to be a lot of waiting with this deck, because it's only in tricks is when you play. Nice card. Goodbye. There's going to be a lot of that today. I've been thinking, and you know, when I think about the happiest times in my life, it's of course not right now. Whoa, I'm scared. I should be scared, but I can just destroy it. We obviously look back on times in our lives with nostalgia, and the question I asked myself is if we were actually better back then, whatever that back. I'm sure, you know, for me, it's like 2016 to 2020, but for others, it's like the early 2000s because you're like old. That's lame. That'd be really lame to be old. Fortunately, I'm not. So they're playing a berry deck, not a Forget-Me-Nuts deck, which is good, though they might still have it. And so I think for me, part of the reason I was more happy is because I didn't read the news, okay? Nowadays, I'm, you know, out there pondering, reading every day, which is maybe bad because I know more about the world now than I ever did in the past. This is my most knowledge is right now, this second. And that isn't bad. Okay, they've just berry blasted to my face to get that damage. That's slightly odd, but it gives me a chance to heal. We will take that. They probably feel very sad because they have no plants to berry blast. Or zombies. Well, now we can play our Garg throwing Garg, which is great. Hopefully it doesn't get instantly removed by like a bottle rocket. Okay, so he's matching my freak. So I will get one Garg out of this, which is okay. I would have liked more, but okay. I feel like I kind of wasted that luck just then, where getting a Zombot from Garg throwing Gargs, very good. We have our other win con. Things are looking good in this game. Yeah. What was my point? I think that things probably were not better when I was younger. But I think I can look back now and believe they were. I'm going to destroy that and also Thunderbolt that so that we get another 9 damage. Nipika, I know that's not how you say it because Russian characters have weird pronunciations, is on 2 HP. That's very sad for him, but very good for us because we got very lucky. And in just 2 more turns, I will unleash my feast on him. He did the exact same turn. Hopefully that Wild Berry lands there so I can use my... Okay. However, I think if I do the exact same turn, I win. Yes, that's what it would look like. Very good. Very nice. Very good first game. Lucky, of course. But little luck never hurt anyone. And it was lucky for us that he was not playing Forget-Me-Nuts. We're going to queue another, of course, because that was short, because it was utter domination. So, yeah. For example, in 2020, there were some protests you might have heard of. And I, of course, was reminded of them because recently there's a few protests going on. However, I think in 2020, I was very unaware of these protests because I was but a boy, and there was no. There it is. The dreaded card. Well, I can remove this next turn. Hopefully he doesn't play anything really bad. That sure would be bad. Another one. Okay, this might be cooked. So I could proc my block meter and get Thunderbolt here, and then I can use it. Oh, that's still really good. Okay, we need to pray that the other... That's good. Okay, we're back in this. Assuming he can't remove these, the Forget-Me-Nots will die, and we can play all of the cards in our deck. Okay, I'm gonna... That's fine. That's fine. And that's also fine. He thinks he's up in damage. But in reality, every turn that timer ticks, I'm getting more of an advantage. Okay. So now I could play actual cards that could help me win this game. So I probably want to Fruitcake or Dance. Let's Dance Revolution. Kill that. And then we will Trapper Territory this, and we'll Bungee Plumber it next turn. That is still a lot of damage, but for 2 Forget-Me-Nots, I think that's about the best we can hope for. Fortunately, this man is very low on cards. He's starting to panic. He says, I've got him on 7 health, right where I want him. Unfortunately, he doesn't know the might that I am about to incur upon him. I see a great turn here. Extinction Event, Nibble. And we will do similar things. We will Extinction Event, and then Nibble the Cucumber instead, because I don't want him to be able to attack. And a Bungee Plumber, of course, will not kill him. Bungee Plumber, Nibble, we'll get a Gourmet card. Probably one of the best Gourmet cards. Okay, that could be useful, but it will not be useful until we get a good card in our hand. Right now, Bungee Plumber. So that's the one thing with this deck, is it needs a little RNG to get your cards that actually win you the game. But that's okay. I could Fruitcake that. And I do eventually want to remove this because he can always conjure cards with it and they'll be cheaper. That's risky. Yeah, he passed. That's kind of weird. I don't know if that fruit he just conjured gets one cheaper. I don't think it does, because that cucumber's dead when he conjures it, but who knows? So yeah, I think the burden of knowledge makes us sadder, but I think it's irreversible, and I think that dwelling on it is useless because we are where we are now. So I don't think things are better then than they were now, but they sure feel like it. I had to re-record this video because my recording shut off. I don't know why. I think it might be because I switched out of the tab or because I was out of storage, but I'm not sure. But it isn't stopping now. He just passed again. He might be stalking cards so that I can't destroy them, but I have Guard Feast now, so every turn he waits is one turn closer to doom, destruction. Do you really think that's going to work again? I'm going to destroy it. 5 cards for 2. Some would say that's a bad trade, but they don't know my master plan, because now we're just one turn away from a win. 2 chickenings. He could play an army. It doesn't matter. Oh, I have forget-me-nots. How is he gonna get rid of these? Don't care. I don't care. Cryo Brain. Beautiful. Now I have 12. I don't even need 12. But I have it. And now, assuming he doesn't forget-me-nuts again, which would be quite unfortunate, we should win. Okay, don't care about that. I need to conjure a card. Okay, he's panicking at this point. That was a really... maybe he knows the Garg Feast is incoming, so he's setting up his defenses. Unfortunately, none of them will matter, because look at these 3 Gargs I get. Okay, that was fine, I guess. Okay, and he's down to 12. And now, the game is looking quite even for him. He's getting a little scared. Why does everyone have this card? I played one, right? I had to restart the recording, as I mentioned, and they had that card as well. That's quite unfortunate. However, things are... No. Surely not. Okay, he only had 1. So what we will do, we could double chickening. It's kind of a waste, but we're saving our good removals for more pressing matters, which I know he has because he conjured a card that costs 4 or more. Intellectual gameplay. Now we are just hoping a Nurse Garg would be great. Garg throwing Garg, phenomenal. What? Okay. I guess he really is just conjuring. He needs something. I will pass. That's A-okay, my boy. Keep that environment. And I don't have... I need any one of my win cons. This is the gambling part. Because this game can go on as long as I want. But I can't win it. Okay. Yep. We're just going to destroy that nice and quick. I think I could have even B-flatted because this one does not count in the randomness. But we have the sun to burn. There it is. Second Garg Feast. If he has another Doom Shroom, I'm going to cry. But surely he doesn't. That would be crazy. Right? I guess we'll know in about a turn. And he heals. Okay. Not good. Fortunately, though, let's see. But we have so much sun, we can remove him even with our Garg Feast. 1-1 Swabbies. Nice, bro. Okay, so we can Extinction Event the little buddies. Let's chickening. That sounds great. And then... that was... oh, okay. I miscalculated my funds and my finances. But that's okay. Because I think I could have Extinction Evented and then, like, B-flatted. And actually cleared everything. Wow, that Swabby's a 3-3. Because of the Deep Seas. That's interesting. And now, things aren't looking so good, Mr. Flavio. Ooh, I'm gonna bottle rocket. I think I could win Shamrocket. Oh, I'm gonna bounce a zombie. Oh, no more Garg for you, young man. He thinks he's strong, he's powerful, when in reality, he's the opposite of both of those adjectives. We're going to environment, B flat. I could bonus attack even. But I'll hold off, because I think that will win me later. Flavio is panicking. He's terrified, because he knows he has just lost the game. Due to a zero-cost Swabby. That doesn't feel good, Flavio, does it? Because you know you lost to a superior man today. This deck has a burden of knowledge. Because once you know that it's unstoppable, that there is no counter, not even 3 Forget-Me-Nuts, you have unlimited power, and there's nothing you can do except play this deck.